Hey everyone. So, this is the worst week ever. I am at Starbucks, so I hope that you can hear me. I hope that it's not too loud. So if you're hopping on, let me know in the chat if you can hear me. And I'm just going to pull up the chat so I can see you guys. It is so crowded here. It's never this crowded. And I came because, of course, all of a sudden my husband had to work from home today. So that would have been a huge distraction because Lord knows he'd be asking me for stuff. And it's just, yeah, I'm not going to work today. But I'm here. I made it. So let me pull up the chat and we can get started because I am determined to make this faster than an hour today because I have been killing you guys with very long trainings that I did not mean to do. All right. So if you can hear me and you can see me, jump in the chat and let me know. Perfect. All right, I'm getting started so I don't waste any more time. Hello, whoever joined. There we go. All right. Oh. All right, day 3. I'm super excited about this one. Creating content is one of my passions. It is one of my favorite things to do. And I'm diving right in today so I don't waste any more of your time. I might have to take a quick break to go get my coffee, but we'll see. I'm diving right in today. Let me make sure. Where are you? Here we are. Whoever is on right now, let me know. This is not a very flattering view. Let me know if you can hear me and if everything is okay. I don't want it to be too loud or echoey, really. And hopefully some more people will jump on, but if not, we're just going to start. Okay, so on the first day, you know where and how you know who your ideal customer is, you know where you want to serve them, you know where they're at and how you want to serve them. You know that you need to be a full package, you need to be a resource. And then on the second day, we set up your social media. So, of course, afterwards, I remembered a whole bunch of things that I wanted to tell you guys as far as Instagram and tips and hacks. So what I'm going to do is make sure you are in the free Facebook group, and I'm just going to post in there. And I'm just going to put everything that I think of that I forgot to say yesterday, because that was a really big training that I tried to pack into one day and didn't really work. So I'm going to put all of that in an extra training in the free Facebook group. So as long as you are in the Mama Means Business Facebook group, we'll pick that back up. Alrighty. So today we're going to talk about content. You know how to use your platforms, your setup, you have amazing pages, amazing bios. Now let's talk about your content. So the first couple pages of your workbook I put in are just to help you kind of brain dump all of your thoughts, because we started thinking about it, but now I want you to really dive deep in brain dump all of the things that you know your customer wants to hear about. You got to really think about what they struggle with. I think it's the 4th and 5th page, I believe. That's for you to use those pain points and create topics that you can speak to all of those, each of those issues. And then I'll get to the rest of the workbook. But that is the first, I think, like 4 pages of today's workbook for creating content. So list out all of your pain points, and this will be an ongoing list because you're not going to know everything today. But on, later down the road, pull that out and write down some of the things. You can poll your audience. I was talking to Julie about this yesterday. You can just ask questions. I think I posted on Instagram today in my stories. They have that little question tab thing, and that question sticker you can put into a story. If you're on Instagram, go to mamameansbusiness.co and look at my stories that I posted today. I put a question in there. What do you struggle with most? Those answers are what you're going to put into your pain points. And then when you go to create content, you go to those pain points and you say, okay, who can I talk to today about this, and this? All right. So there are different ways to get your customer to listen to you. The first way I want to talk, I keep checking the chat, just making sure. If you can hear me, I hope it's not too loud. Let me know. From my headphones, it sounds like it's okay, but whoever is on, if you could just let me know. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is push and pull marketing. So push marketing is when your content is pushing product on your audience. It's really aggressive. Pushing is really aggressive. You're telling them that they need your product, that your product is the best. There's nothing like it. And we all know who those network marketers are. I was the first one that used to do that. And I was a horrible liar because when I started figuring out, wait, okay, I really like this mascara, but that doesn't mean it's the best in the world. And if it is the best in the world, that doesn't mean the next person is going to love it, right? So I felt really bad saying that. But it would be really great if somebody struggled with short eyelashes or light eyelashes and they needed a good mascara. It's very, push marketing is very like, you have to have this. There's no other answer. And so instead, you want to pull your audience. Pulling is more of leading your customer on a journey or a story, talking about something your customer is dealing with and the way you can solve it, but not in a cheesy way, like if you have hair loss, you need my shampoo, but more in an honest, like, I feel you type of way. Girl, I know how frustrating it is when you're in the shower and you're washing your hair and you've got clumps of hair in your hands, right? When you go to rinse, or you have to style your hair a certain way because it's falling out, right? You're talking more of a emotional level, and we all purchase on emotion. So that, just remember to be emotional. And hit those emotion points and really try to relate to your customer and to who you're talking to. So you can kind of see the difference between the two. Push is very, very aggressive. Pull is like, hey, come here, let me help you, right? You can go on to say something like, when this happened to me, or my customer Susie was having a really hard time finding confidence, and this is what I helped her do. Okay, those are not aggressive ways. You use emotion and then talk about how someone used your product as a tool. And remember, I'm always saying that use your product as a tool to help your customer get a result. It is a tool. And typically when you're building something, you don't just use one tool, you use a whole toolbox of tools. So make sure you're showing everybody your toolbox and not just your hammer. And sometimes your customer doesn't even know that they want that result, or maybe they don't know that anything exists to help them. So when you start saying, hey, this is the best, you need it, they're going to be like, no, I don't really need it. But if you're saying, hey, I know how embarrassing this is to be losing hair, my shampoo will help your hair grow back thicker and fuller, then they're like, oh, wait, it will do that for me? Okay. So I hope that kind of makes sense. All right. I just exactly what I wrote down. I just said this. When they start reading your post or hearing you live, and you're talking about something they struggle with, they're going to start to listen to you. So you have to try to, Amanda Bucci says this. She says you have to stop the scroll. So you have to post something that is going to catch their attention, that is going to say, wait, she's talking to me, I gotta go read this, or I gotta go watch this. So like if you're doing a live video, you want your headline or your description to be really catchy and attention grabbing. The same goes with the facts about your products. So if you sell a natural product, start talking about how harmful those chemicals are for your skin. Don't even mention your products, but start talking about the opposite, like of what your product is not. So talk about all of the bad products. Then the next time that you talk about your products, make sure you say that your product is chemical free. So you kind of want to kind of spread it out. So maybe on Monday you make a post or you go live and you have a bottle of Suave in your hand and you're like reading the different products that are in the shampoo. And then telling them how they're bad for you, what they do to your hormones or whatever. And then on Wednesday, when you post about your products or your shampoo, you're going to mention that these are chemical free. These are not going to hurt your hormones. Okay. So that's like another way of kind of gradually introducing the product. Okay. Oh, and the same with the opportunity. I'll get in this tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the opportunity and how to follow up with people without being spammy. But talk about the benefits of starting your MLM, but start with the way they're feeling or the things that you think they would like to have or the things that they think about. And start with those problems when you go to think about what kind of content you're going to put out. Another way to create content is, or to create pull marketing content is the benefits of the benefits. So you might have heard this before if you've done any other trainings or whatever, but I think I've talked about this. It might even be in my last episode. I'm not sure. It's called Serve Not Sell. I don't remember which one it is. It might be episode 2. But I'm a newbie, so I only have like 6 episodes. Okay, so let's say you sell energy drinks and vitamins. This is exactly what I say on my podcast. The benefit of your product is to get more energy and sleep better. And then, but you don't want to exactly say that. You want to talk about the benefit of that first and then work backwards. So what is the benefit of having more energy and sleeping better? And then work backwards. So the benefit, if you sell energy drinks and vitamins, okay, the benefit of that would be if you market to moms the benefit of that, if you market to moms, would be who wants to stop yelling at their kids and being a grouch all day when you're tired in the afternoon? Or we all do that, but you can naturally get your energy back in your day without drinking coffee. Here are some things that you can do, and then give a bunch of examples, not just your product. So you're telling them what they struggle with, and then you're agreeing with them. I get it. We all do it. And then you're saying some of the things that you can help them with, and then give them a bunch of examples, not just drinking coffee. So if you're giving them examples of how to naturally get their energy back, you want to talk about all the different things they can do, but also your product in there. All right, so let me go check the chat. Are you hearing me? Is everything okay? Because it is so, I can't believe how crowded it is in here. It is so, all right. So the benefit of the benefit. Again, you're being a resource, you're solving problems, you're helping and serving, not just throwing up a picture of your drink and saying, this is the best protein drink, you need this. Or I love my job, I love my team, you have to join it. I have page 6 there. I put out for you to list out some of your benefits. And then at the end, there's another little like fill in the blank thing where you can put in, I sell this, but what I really sell is this, this, and this. Somebody gave me that in one of the courses that I took, and I thought it was super helpful and really gave me like a vision of what I needed to do. So go check out page number 6 and start listing out some of your benefits, or just start thinking about them. I'm going to go grab my coffee and I'll be right back. Okay, so when you go to create a piece of content, and typically what you're going to do is you're going to have some kind of form, some kind of, I think I have a Google Doc, and I just keep running a list of all of the things that I hear people talk about, things that people ask me that they need help with. And then when I go to create my content, I just go to that list, and that's exactly what you'll do with this worksheet. And I pick one of those things and I start writing about it. But I always start with the benefit and work backwards. All right, so there's 4 things. Pull, don't push. Use benefits of the benefits and work backwards. And serve and not sell, but be a resource. And I talked about that like every day. You want to be a resource and give the whole package. Like I said, don't just say, if you're tired at 2 p.m, don't take a nap, drink this drink, it works. It may work sometimes, but not always. People will buy from you, but you have like impulsive people that are like, oh, hey, that's new, I'll buy that. But it's not going to sustain your business. You're not going to always have people doing that. So that give them a whole package. You can think of all of the different things you can offer, not just your product. You can give recipes, you can do workouts, you can, whatever. If you guys have questions on the different kinds of content that you guys can serve your audience with, just let me know. Because everybody has different businesses, it's kind of hard to be specific on one certain thing. So we can definitely brainstorm if you go into the Mama Means Business group and just say, hey, I need help thinking of the benefits of this product, or I need help thinking of all the different things I can offer my customer when I sell just shampoo, right? And then I can help you brainstorm, but then that way the whole group will be there and we can all help and we can all learn from it, because there might be someone else in there that sells shampoo and wants to know. So that's like the benefit of the community. Don't be afraid to go in there and talk. All right. When you give the whole package, you can do this really well, actually, if you sell shampoo or beauty products or even jewelry. I think jewelry, maybe, I don't really know a lot about your company, but I think that you sell jewelry. Do a whole look. Like if you follow any fashion bloggers or anything, they will post like a look of the day, right? And they might have an affiliate with the sweater they're wearing, but they're telling you the whole outfit, right? They're not just saying, buy this sweater, it's awesome. They're showing you maybe different ways to wear that sweater, or where they got the shoes to match the sweater, so you can buy the whole thing. So do a whole look and add in your products as 1 or 2 of the parts. Next, I want to talk about the different types of content. So We have live video with posting, blogging, email marketing, Instagram stories, YouTube, and Instagram or IGTV. And all of these are good. Some are better, and I do say that it's personal preference. If you get on live video and you cannot focus, or like me, I'm like watching everybody around here. If you like can't breathe, you hyperventilate, you're so nervous, maybe just go live in a group, or start slow. But everybody is selling something these days. Everybody is on Facebook. Everybody is on their personal Facebook page selling something. And because everyone's selling something, we as consumers, we want connection, and we want people, and we want the story behind the product, and we want people to talk to that use the product too. So we want real people. We don't care how much stuff you have. We want to know your brand and your actual person. And video is huge for that. Video really pulls across like the way you are, the way you talk, the way you actually care, how much you know. So 100%, I'm always going to say video is the best. But it also depends on what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to just get email addresses, you want to use a blog and Pinterest and posting in your Facebook group or on your page. So it all depends. But so there's all the different ones. And when you go live and when you're first starting this out, sometimes you're not going to have a lot of people on there. Like yesterday and probably today. I don't know if I don't think it is really on today. Somebody else is on today. But if you go live and there's only one person on there, don't be discouraged. Even if there's nobody on there, get up and just act like there's 20 people there. Keep showing up, keep doing your thing, and people will slowly start to come in. Listen, I had over 200 women registered for this training, and every day there's been like 1 to 3 people on the live videos, which is fine. Most people are going to watch the replay, so you have to think that too, that if you're on live video and there's only 2 people watching and talking and engaging with you, that's because a lot of people do the replay, because nobody's going to be around at 2:30 in the afternoon. But that's the power of video, because you can watch it and consume it whenever you want. Now, I was just thinking of something that I wanted to say about video, and I can't remember what it was. I'll get back to it. All right, so definitely do video. Stories is great. Instagram stories, and Facebook has stories too. I don't think a lot of people use Facebook stories like they do on Instagram, but it's still there, and you can link them between the two. I'll do a whole training in the group about how to do all those things. I was fixing my highlights this morning, and I remembered I didn't even really get into detail with that. So I'll do that in the group later, but you can link your Instagram stories to your Facebook stories, so you don't have to do 2 stories. But stories are good for doing that last minute, hey guys, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and let you know we're having a sale, blah, blah, blah. But then a live video would be a little bit more thought out and a little bit more planned. And when you go live, email your email list first. Tell them, you're going over there. You can post about it, that at 2 o'clock you're going to be going live. That helps get people over there too. But when you're just starting, don't worry about people not being on. Just keep showing up, keep doing it, and eventually people will start. When somebody sees the notification that you're live and they don't go watch you, after they see it 3 or 4 days in a row, or every week, they're going to start to be like, well, what is this girl talking about? Why is she always going live? They're going to start tuning in, and then that's when you're going to start talking to them and doing your thing. All right. Next is blogging, and before I start talking about blogging, I decided to include I talked to you yesterday about my 30-day business blueprint, And that is the course inside of the Mama Means Business Academy. So the Mama Means Business Academy is $25 for the month. And every month you have free access to all the courses in there. They're all DIY, showing you how to set things up, do things, blah, blah, blah. The main course in there is the 30-day business blueprint, and you map out exactly how you're going to run your business. So exactly what you're going to do, how you're going to get your customers in, how you're going to get your content out, how you're going to get their email, like all of the things. And I'm sure you've heard of a sales funnel before, but this last page in there, that is basically what this is. This is almost the exact one that I use, and I think it is the one I used when I started. So that chart in there, that is a sales funnel. So the three things at the top, I think it's Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook, those are your audience grabbers. That's the way you're going to reach your audience. And that's how you're going to invite customers into your funnel, okay? And then that's where inside your funnel is where all of your content is. And that's where you put out all of your content to catch your ideal customer's attention. So you have that one content source, and then you have that one content source on, wait, I'm lost. I'm sorry, I'm lost in my notes. All right, so the middle content part is your blog. And I am a big believer in a blog. However, if you're still trying to figure out other parts, you probably want to take that part out, and you can still run that funnel without the blog. And then when you have time in your business, when you're feeling like you want to start taking it on, you can add in the blog. So this funnel works with or without the blog is basically what I'm trying to say. So in the blog, that's where you're going to have your opt-in. And I explained this, your opt-in is the form, the thing you're going to give them for their email address. And then from their email, you're going to set up an email marketing. It's very simple. It's all automated. It takes a little bit once you start setting it up, but it's automated once you do that. Anybody that signs up to get your recipe for lavender, whatever, as soon as their name hits your email list, it's going to shoot a welcome email out, and then a couple days later another email, and a couple days later another email. It's going to start warming those people up so that when you send your newsletter at the beginning of next month and it shows them, what you have on sale, what product you're highlighting, whatever you put in your newsletter, then they're going to be more receptive to reading it, and they'll be ready to buy from you. All right. So blogging, I used to be really scared of blogging, and I did not want to do it because I knew I had to use Pinterest to reach my cold market. So I automatically assumed I had to have a blog too, and it just seemed like too much work for me. But let me tell you, it is not a lot of work. It's not any more work for me to write a blog post than it is for me to go live, because you're still writing the content, you're still putting it out there, and it's a little bit bigger, but not much. The way I explain your blog is just like a home base for all of your posts. That's it. So it's like a bunch of social media posts in one paragraph, in one page. You're writing all your posts anyways, so why not write one large piece of really good content, and then you can promote anything you want in there. Your opt-in, you can promote, you can have a little side where it says shop for this, or you can write a blog post about the ingredients in your shampoo. I know I keep saying that's probably not a good one, but you write blog posts about that, and then you link in your products to your sales page inside that post. So, when the little words are highlighted and you go click on that and it takes you to where you can buy it, that's what you do in your blog post. And the thing about your blog is that it stays there. It doesn't ever go away, and you can keep reposting about it. So let's say I write a blog post today, I can post about it. And then next month, I can post about it again. Hey, in case you didn't see this, I talked about this on my blog. And when people go there, they read it, then they see, the products and the links. And it just positions you more as an expert, right? Because I'm telling you, there are not a lot of network marketers right now that have blogs and email lists. Most network marketers are just throwing posts out there, messaging people, and it's all on their personal page. So the more professional and linked together all of your content strategy is and more thought out, the better off you're going to be. So it's really worth taking the time to learn everything, to get it all set up and build out so that you can just start taking action and building your business. All right, that was a rant. Let me get back to what I was talking about. So let's see. You write a larger piece of content and then you can promote it over and over again, blog posts. So when you write one blog post, you can then take parts of that blog post. Let's say you do the 3 ways to keep your skin hydrated, okay? You can take tip number 1, tip number 2, and tip number 3 and make that 3 different social media posts, right? This is the number 1 way to keep your skin hydrated. Did you know? Or stay tuned for tomorrow when I give you the second way to keep it, and make it like a series or next week or whatever. You can go live with your blog post. Your notes from your blog, use that to go live. So that brings me into, I'm getting ahead of myself, but that brings me into repurposing your content. So if you've ever heard of repurposing your content, that's exactly what this is. So if you have a Facebook page, a Facebook group, a Instagram page, a blog, Pinterest, all of this stuff, you're not creating 2 different lives, a blog post, 4 different posts. You're creating 1 piece of content and then you're using that on all of the different platforms. And it's very, very easy to do. But I'm going to get into that later. Let me get back to it so I don't forget anything this time. Your Facebook posts, they go away. So you post it and it's up there for a couple minutes. Maybe a handful of people see it and then it's gone after a while. It just kind of disappears, right? But your blog post is always there. And then if you put it on Pinterest, it's there and it's being repinned and it's being passed around and it's definitely just very good. I definitely think every network marketer should have a blog at some point. I know that's a bold statement, but I really do. I really think it can be helpful. All right, so I know you're thinking, what in the world? I need a group, I need a page, I need an Instagram, a blog, and it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but I'll explain what I mean, and I don't want you to be overwhelmed because I was like that too, and that's why I did not take any action, and I kept doing what I was doing, which was not working. All of those things, they kind of all blend together. So after this, I'm going to send you an email, a follow-up email, and I'm going to include one of my opt-ins that I created. It's called the Repurposing Content Checklist, and it walks you through every step that you take to use that 1 piece of content, no matter what, if it's a live video or a blog post. You just mark off and go through the list to keep track and don't forget any steps. And after you do your repurposing and going through and doing all of it a few times, it just comes natural to you, and it really does not take long at all to work on 1 piece of content. So it's kind of just like a lot of people talk about repurposing your content, but I haven't heard anybody kind of explain how to do it. And I think that's because a lot of people have different ways that they're marketing. But I created a system or a flow so that you can do it easy and not miss a step or leave out something. Like if you're not on a blog, you just skip that part and go to the next. And I love to talk about it. I think I went live about it in the Facebook group. I'll have to find it and let you know. But I will email the list to you guys this afternoon. So when you repurpose, you look at all of your platforms and you create a pathway of how you'll use that one piece of content on all the different platforms. All right. So let's say you decide you're going to go live on your business page and you're going to talk about the effects of chemicals on your skin. Okay. So you make notes for your live. Most people do, unless you're really good at it. And then you go live. Okay. Right after that live, you're not done yet. You've got after live stuff to do. All right. So when you're done with that live, normally you go and you talk to people, whoever engaged, you're following up and doing that sort of stuff. Always have a call to action in your live. So at any point in your live video, you want to say, hey, make sure to go and subscribe to my email list up above or my newsletter. I give free tutorials every month or something. And then have that landing page link in your description, or you can put it in the comments after if you forget to do it. That was just like a side note. So you go live. Then right after that, you want to download your live video to your computer. I don't think you can do this on a phone, but just hear me out and we'll work on the details later. But so you download that live video to your laptop. You can edit it if you want, but you do not have to. You are going to go and share that live video to your Facebook group. So now you have a live in two places. Then you're going to take that video that you downloaded, you're going to upload it to IGTV and to YouTube. I talked about IGTV a little bit yesterday, and I really don't know how it's working for some people. I really enjoy it. I love going on there and watching all those videos, but that's just me. But it's very, very simple to upload videos there. That will take you 5 minutes. Okay, so now you have that live video in 4 different places. Okay, we're not done. So then you're going to take your notes and you can, well, I'll get to that. So then you're going to take your notes from your live video and you're going to turn it into a blog post. It's pretty much already written. You're just going to add in some things and then go put it into your blog, right? Then after your blog, that takes a little bit longer. That will probably take about a half an hour. I would say, after you get done with all the things and adding images. But you can always go back to that later. You can do the quick things first and then leave your blog or leave that note. I use Asana. So anytime I create content, I have a task and that task is based on the content topic. And then I go and I'll move it over. If you're familiar with Asana and Trello, I'll move it over depending on what stage I'm in. So if it's a live video, but it still needs blog notes, I'll put it there. And I might have like four live videos that I need to turn into a blog, but I have them on Asana so I can keep track of it all and kind of see where all of my content is. That's for another day. All right, so you upload your blog. Sorry, I got off track again. All right, so take your notes, create a blog post, and then upload your live to, that's the other thing you can do. You can upload your live to your blog. I have not gotten to do that yet, but it's just another way because people consume content in different ways. People might be on Pinterest and they see your pin and your topic that you're talking about, and then they go into it and it's a blog post and they're like, I'm not going to sit and read all of this. But if you have a video there, they can click on that video. So when you upload your live video to YouTube, you can take that link and embed it into your blog. All right. There are if you don't know how to do any of this stuff, just go to YouTube. There's usually a video there from somebody that will show you how to do it. I taught myself how to sew dresses and sell thousands of dollars a week in dresses from YouTube videos. I had never touched a sewing machine in my life. So I love YouTube. All right. So you have your live, you have it on all the different platforms. You have the notes turned into a blog post. Then you're going to open your social media scheduler, and from that blog post, or if you didn't do the blog post, you would just take your live video notes and take parts of those notes out and turn them into social media posts. Okay, so you can create 3 to 5 social media posts on there and schedule them out for the month. So if you're using a social media scheduler, you would just create the posts and then have it run in a couple weeks. And then the next one, like a week after that or whatever. But that's 3 to 5 posts for the week. And if you're for the month, and if you're doing content, let's say 3 times a month or every other day, or 3 times a week, every other day, that's only like around 12 posts. You already have 5 of them right there from one live video. Another thing you can do at the end of the month is make another post that says, hey, if you didn't catch this live video 2 weeks ago, go back. Here's the link. Go check it out. There's another post. That's 6. That's half of your posts from one live video. All right. I hope I'm not overwhelming you. You can go back and you can rewatch all of this, take notes, and just stick to your notes. And I will send you the checklist, and it kind of makes it a little bit easier to kind of see it all laid out. All right. So then you can schedule an email. So now you have 2 email marketing emails that you can send out. You can send out your live video. Hey, everybody, everyone on your email list, because chances are maybe 1 or 2 people on your email list have seen your live video or even knew you went live, right? Even if you're on your personal page still, people aren't going to see it. Not a lot of people are. So you want to email it to your email list. Hey guys, in case you didn't check out, in case you missed my live yesterday, you can go here and check it out. And when you do the live video, don't upload the live video to your email where they just click on the video right there. Use the Facebook link to go to your video. So that way you're driving traffic to your video, and then if they engage in that video, it will boost it back into the news feed for you. And it sounds like a lot of work, but it's really not. It's just a couple clicks, and the more you do it, the faster you get at it, the easier it gets. It's like with any job. When you first start a job and you're learning all the things, like, have you ever worked in a restaurant? You have to learn like the whole menu, like all of the things, but then after a while, you're like, oh yeah, do you want fries with that? Like, it becomes easy. All right. See if we have no questions. All right, moving right along. All right, so now with your email too, you should be able to schedule your emails out on a certain day, like whatever day you want. So you don't have to send your email out that day. You can send it out whenever, and you can space them out. So let's say you go live today, you can send an email tomorrow. Hey, did you miss my live I did yesterday, right? And then in a couple weeks, schedule that email. A couple weeks, say, hey, I got a new blog post up. Go check it out. All right, then this is my last tip, and that is to batch your work, batch your posts, okay? This saves so much time. I'm telling you, I never did this because I'm like, I don't have enough to say to sit down and write 20 posts. But once I did, and I cleared everything away, and I just sat down, I had 3 months worth of things to say on between my pain point list and some of the things that just random things. I had 3 months once I scheduled it all out. And then on most schedulers, some of them are free. If you are on Instagram, I love Planoly. That, I believe it's either free or $7, but you'll have to look at all of them, all of the different ones, depending on what platform you're on, what you like to do, your price, all of those things to see which one is best for you. But some of them it will repurpose your content. I think the one was Smarter Q, was the one I was using when I did the academy. calls it evergreen. So after 3 months, it's going to take that content and it's going to start back at the first one you scheduled. So it just keeps re-going and re-going. So you could do a whole year of content, and then next, and then like if some of your posts are out of date or whatever, you don't have to rerun those, or you can just take them out and replace them. Or maybe it's a day, maybe you have posts scheduled for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays are just your days where you post, whatever you're thinking for that day or something new that comes up. So just because you batch your work and you schedule it out doesn't mean it has to stay that way. All right, but let me see. When you batch, you still make posts that come up, or use stories for behind the scenes content. Yeah, so use posts for just regular stuff, going live. Obviously, you can't batch going live, but use your posts for informational stuff, and then use story for more behind the scenes, real life things. All right, so I will send you the workflow list and the repurposing thing. I hope that it helps you. I hope that you're able to use it. I love it. I love talking about repurposing. So if you have any questions, it totally changed the way I do my business and the way I run my content. So if you have any questions about it, just let me know. You can reply to any of the emails. You can post in the Facebook group, and I will get back to you. Send me a message on Facebook or Instagram if you want, and I will get back to you with any questions. But I'm trying to beat this 1 hour mark, so I'm going to go. That's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being with me. And I will talk to you tomorrow about the opportunity and following up, so that we are not spammy anymore. All right, I'll talk to you later.